All righty, everybody. Well, hey, welcome to the Monday Note on Monday night. I want to thank all our peeps from all across the United States and across the world. I want to say hi and good afternoon to Barry down in New Zealand. Glad to have you here, buddy. Glad to have everybody in the United States here that join us and all basically 115, 120 countries across the United States. If you are actually listening to this from abroad, love to have you guys send one of the national flags. It'll be a big one. Just a national flag, sign it, send it over to me. We'll copy you into one of our workshops for you, and be glad to have you out there and feature you as well. So always nice to hear people from across the world join us here to learn a little bit more about distressed debt. It is definitely a fun thing. But tonight's topic is a little bit different. It's more geared toward entrepreneurship, because as real estate investors, we're all entrepreneurs. We're all doing a variety of things. And before I dive into the topic tonight, just really, a lot of these things are kind of close to me. It's some of the things that we try to live by, or I try to live by, I should say, not we, but I live by, that have really helped me overcome and get to where I need to be at the next level. I know a lot of people out there that I talk to are like, hey, we're getting started, or we've been doing this for a little while, we've hit a wall, or we're not having the type of success that we want to expect to have. And I'll share with you this. It's funny, I was on a call with somebody the other day, and this topic came up. And we'll get into that in a little bit here, but I think you guys will really, really enjoy tonight on the Monday Note here for you guys, or this afternoon on the Monday. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this, the replay or the live events. We're glad to have you guys here. But anyway, you are in the right spot. Yes, I know, not a concert with U2 or Depeche Mode, even though both are touring this summer. And yes, we've got tickets to go to both the Depeche Mode and U2 shows this summer, along I think with Muse as well. So it'll be kind of a fun concert-going summer again for us here at the WCN. But anyway, for those of you that join us the first time, who is on these calls? Like we said, we have these every Monday night, Central Standard Time at 7 o'clock. We have a variety of real estate investors. We have a variety of note investors, people that are investing in paper, especially residential first liens, non-performing. We also have people looking to get into notes, looking to invest in notes. What is a note? So if this is one of your first times on these, don't worry about it. These are all recorded. We have a variety of information out there for you to tap into. You can either go and catch all recordings by going to vimeo.com/WeCloseNotes, or simply texting the word notes, N-O-T-E-S, that's the word notes, to the phone number 72,000. I think you've got to be domestic. Text messaging charges may apply. Maybe text the word notes to 72,000. You'll be given a link to be able to access all our replays and over 80 hours of note education for you guys and gals out there as well. So anyway, let's move it on here. We always highly recommend you guys connect with me online at @Carson, or also by checking out our videos on YouTube or Vimeo at WeCloseNotes.com, everybody. So we just wrapped up an amazing weekend. I had 8 new note investors come in and spend a couple days. Well, 7 new, 1 seasoned already, who came in and repeated a fast track this year. We had 3 days of hand-holding with these guys, getting rock and roll, and really looking forward to the type of success that they're going to have. Totally every fast track is completely customized to your needs, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, what do you need the most amount of help in. Some people needed help with business systems, others need to get rock and rolling, some need help with raising capital, some need help with moving from transition to wholesaling and fix and flipping in the note game. And so that's what we do. These fast tracks are always small, 10 people at the max. Usually it's around 8. We have reserved assets for you to bid on. Our last one until the next mastermind is March 24th, 25th, and 6th. We have 2 spots remaining to that, guys and gals. Just 2 spots. So it will be another sellout like this last one. We did have 4, but one person could not make it to the February one, had to reschedule for the March one. So we're excited about that, guys and gals. Like I said, we focus on your needs, raising capital, deal flow, whatever you may need. You get a 1-year membership into the Note Mastermind group as well. And the annual cost for this is $89.97. That's good for you and a business partner out there. So if you want to talk to more about me with this, more about this with me later on, feel free to drop me an email at Scott@WeCloseNotes. We'd be glad to talk with you about it. But we have very happy with the amount of success that our Fast Track and Note Mastermind group has. And that kind of takes me to the next thing is literally we are just over a month out, 5 weeks, till our next Austin Note Mastermind. I'm really excited. We got some great things going to be going on there. I have somewhere between 60 and 80 of our mastermind members coming together for 3 days to have fun, to enjoy, to work with each other, and really help each other's business. Each mastermind is a little bit different. I've got some fun things up my sleeve, or lack of sleeve today, for those that are going to be attending. So coming to the mastermind, you can't just come to the mastermind. You've got to go through a fast track to get here first and foremost. So we're looking forward to that, everybody. But after the fast track and after the next mastermind in April, we have one of our 2 largest events of the year. It's our Note Camp 3.0. April 20th to the 23rd. If you haven't got tickets yet, you can still get tickets now. We'll have 30-plus speakers, 500-plus attendees. Most of the days we'll have 2 dual speakers going in at the same time, so you can bounce back and forth. If you get bored with one, go on to the other one. Every seat is a VIP and front row ticket, everybody. Every seat sold here. It's not like, oh, you're only going to get this. You're only going to no. We give everything to everybody that shows up. The recordings are included, so once you can go through it, you don't have to worry about missing anything because you get all the recordings to the other side, the other rooms. Everybody gets put in a base camp group. I'm really excited that 120 plus already signups are already networking and sharing resources and meeting each other and making things happen. I was told today that there's actually a joint venture already taking place in Camp 3.0 from somebody needing a deal funded, and they reached out to some people on there and got everything done. So the other beautiful thing about Note Camp is we literally will give you the database of everybody that shows up. You'll get everybody's name and email address, and what you do with that list is up to you, but we encourage you to reach out to people to expand your database. Now, you don't want to be selling crap or marketing crap that's online. You want to be marketing real deals that happen. If you do market crap, we will remove you and blacklist you from all future events. Okay? We have still the pricing at $297. That price will end the end of March before it goes up to $397. So you guys can take advantage and get the early bird pricing on this. We had the extra early bird pricing end on President's Day, but you have the $297 pricing ends March 30th. You can get signed up at notecamp.live. As I like to say, take out the joker brokers before they take you out. We'll show you how to really make a business. There's so many great speakers coming on to Note Camp 3.0 that you're just going to, it's been called one of the best things. We have a really cool thing this time where everybody's been able to ask questions and network back and forth electronically. But now you'll actually be able to see a lot of people that are on this face-to-face and ask questions face-to-face live with the actual speakers. So extremely, extremely excited about that. It's always a fun thing to put together and really help people take their note businesses to another level. Any questions about those before we kind of dive into the main topic tonight with everybody out there? Any questions on any of the workshops, events that are upcoming here in the next 60 days? We're actually, 52 days out, I believe, as we are with Note Camp 3.0. So, all right, we'll move on there. So, tonight's topic, 13 things that you need to give up to be successful. Now, full disclosure, like I always like to give, you should all know this, I give full disclosure and stuff. I literally saw a blog labeled this past Friday, and I thought it's so powerful, and I read it, I'm like, yes, I know that. Yes, I agree with that. Yes, I agree with that. So I literally saw this blog posted on LinkedIn on Friday. I was like, this is such a valuable blog, and it was posted somewhere where they didn't really do a decent job marketing it. And so what I did is say, hey, I got this from Jeremy Jones. He's the managing director of Jones Camp. He's out of Atlanta. I actually connected with him and said, hey, man, I loved it, your blog. I'm going to use this on Monday night because I think it's so fabulous. Like, hey, that's cool. These items, though, are things that have been shared with me from my mentors as well. Every point I'm going to talk about tonight is something that's been shared with me. It's a strong enough point from people that I admire, people that I've learned from, people that I've taken counsel from. And I think these are all things that you guys and gals tonight will definitely take to heart and really help some things as well. Anyway, I thought it would be a good source to show you guys how to create some content. You see something out there, hey, go ahead and use it. Recycle it. Change it up a little bit and make it your own. And you'll see how many people really enjoy this. So, as I said before, I'm sure you agree with each point out there. And if you feel like you want to comment on a point, hey, let's make sure it's on the valuable point we're talking about when we go forward. But we'll have questions at the very end as well if you need some questions asked about things. Okay? So, somebody once told me the definition of hell. Okay? The definition of hell is on your last day on earth, the person you became will meet the person you could have become. All right? And that's an anonymous quote, but think about that. We all have so much potential inside of us that we're not tapping into. And how demeaning is that to think about that? And all the potential that we could have become, we don't use. And as my dad used to say, it's not about the money and the toys that you buy. You think about it's either people are lost with regret and things they didn't accomplish on their deathbed. And so a lot of us are wasting time or doing things, and we all struggle with things. I'll throw myself in that same basket as well with things out there. So these 13 things will fly in place in there. So a lot of times, a lot of people are looking at, I need to do more things. And honestly, I have found over the years, I'm sure many of you agree, that success does not equal more things. He who dies the most toys wins isn't true. Successful people come from a place of having less things. They're happier. They don't have so many problems, like 99 problems and a B in one of them, right? Okay? Sometimes become successful. We do not need to add more things. We need to give up on some of them. All right? Even though each one of us has a different definition of success, there are certain things that we are universal with, which if you give up on them, you will be more successful and then less stressful. All right? Some of them you can give up today, while it may take a bit longer for others. All right? And I see this every year. I see this happen every year. A very good friend of mine loves Christmas. I love Christmas too, but she stresses about all this other stuff. Oh, my house has got to be exactly like my grandmother did. You're never going to have that happen. Well, I got to pull all these trees out, or I got to pull these decorations out. I got to decorate it, and I just don't believe in that. And I really have to agree with success is actually less things. When I was traveling from 2010 to 2013, I sold basically almost everything I had except the dog and clothes. And anything I had was material possession. I was like, I had my truck, I'll be fine. And sure enough, I was able to have, it was so free, not have to worry about, I got to go home and water the plants, or I got to go home and make sure this is taken care of. Don't get me wrong, I had my dog with me, and it was great. But success, I truly believe, comes from almost a minimalist lifestyle. Because we go shopping, we buy crap, it ends up holding us down. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is you have to be successful, you have to give up on the unhealthy lifestyle. And I think many of us learn this as we grow older. All right, everybody? You have to give up on, and I will say I'd be the first one to talk about this, as I get older in life, I don't want to do the things I did when I was younger, okay? Jim Rohn is famous for saying, take care of your body, it's the only place you have to live, all right? The nights of Vegas till 4 o'clock in the morning with crowns and steaks and ribeyes, as I joke about sometimes, are far in the past and haunting me down. So if you want to achieve anything in life, everything starts here. First, you have to take care of your health. And there are only two things you need to keep up in mind with your health, all right? You need to have a healthy diet, okay? A healthy diet doesn't mean starving yourself. A healthy diet and physical activity. And I've taken that for granted over the past years, except for really the later part of last year and more so this year. It's one of the big things, priorities in my life, to get back healthy. You see that the overweight crowd is one of the top 5 emerging crowds out there. I would fall into that, I guess you could say. But if you really, it's a simple formula. You eat healthier and you are more active. If you really want to lose weight, those are the two things. And then you have to sleep in there as well as a third thing. But you have to realize the stuff didn't go on overnight. This weight doesn't go on. The unhealthy habits have been on for a while. It takes a while to break those habits. It takes a while to give up them sometimes. Sometimes it can be something drastic. For me, a big thing a few years back was that I had 2 DWIs in 6 months. I was very lucky not to be doing jail time. I was very lucky to have just literally do the things I need to do. It was a wake-up call to make things happy and healthy for me, to really understand that, hey, I was doing some bad stuff in my life. Okay? But I think it's the first and foremost. The most successful people may not be the healthiest people, but they do focus on their healthy lifestyle. Eating good, trying to do things that keep them active, not sedimentary. Because the last thing you want to do when you work so hard is to feel like crap when you go home, everybody, right? You don't want to feel dragged down. You want to feel good. You want to wake up feeling good. And I'm pleased to say that I'm doing all the things that I'm doing, and I'm by far not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else. That's not what I'm saying. is I feel better every day waking up, getting up and going to. I was a little tired today, didn't get much sleep last night, and then 3 busy days with investors, but I was up and here at the office and getting things done. And part of that is that I've changed my diet and my physical activity. I was working out last night after a movie last night. So that's one of the biggest things that I think we all want to be here long term. You want to be here to enjoy your hard work, and you're not. If you don't take care of your health, you're not going to be here to enjoy the fruits of your labors, everybody. Okay, that's number one. Number two, we all that struggle have to give up the short-term mindset. Okay, Mae West says you only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. All right, great quote. You have to give up the short-term mindset. Okay, successful people set long-term goals, and they know that these aims are merely the result of short-term habits that they need to do every day. Okay, say that again. Successful people set long-term goals, and they know that these aims are merely the result of short-term habits that they need to do every day. Okay? Basically, you do a little bit better each day. Okay? Second thing, these healthy habits should not be something you do. They should be something you are, that they basically are part of your DNA eventually. Okay? They become a part of who you are, not that the fact that you just do them. There's a great thing here. There's a difference between working out to have a summer body and working out because that is who you are. And I think that my trainer and I have been talking about this a lot, that I, by all means, have no bikini body yet, but I'm working there. When you start doing it, it becomes something that hey, I got to go to the gym. I want to go to the gym. I want to eat healthy. I'm going to say, we had the guys go. We took them out to Rudy's this weekend. Oh my gosh, I had brisket. I hadn't had brisket and some barbecue in a while. I felt horrible because I've been eating very clean for the most part, and I'm like, oh. Last night eating some kolaches, I'm like, oh, I can't eat those. I can't eat that stuff anymore. I gotta think long term, and especially my workout activities, I can get upset because the weight and the scales don't change, and I have to focus long term. The same thing in notes and real estate. So many people get so upset that they don't have overnight success, or they're not closing deals immediately. You have to realize your short term habits build long term success. Does that make sense, everybody? I think it does. I would love that, Barry, if you want to send that here. Manaku honey from here in New Zealand. That would be great. Awesome. Thank you. Anyway, that's number two. Number three, everybody, is you have to quit playing small. You have to get rid of the whole dip your toe in the water philosophy. There's a great quote from Marianne Williamson. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And if we let our light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our fear, our present automatically liberates others. And I think this is such a great quote I see people all the time, well, I need to prove concept, or I'm only going to buy one with my own money before I figure it out. Or I'm scared to do that. I'm only going to make one phone call instead of making 10 phone calls. Go big, all right? What's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to have success, all right? This is one thing I see people struggle with. They're like, oh, I only want to do a little bit. Why? Go do something big and really change your world, change your surroundings, all right? If you never try and take great opportunities or allow your dreams to become realities, you will never realize your true potential. Think about that, everybody. If you never try and take great opportunities or allow your dreams to become realities, you will never realize your true potential. We live in such an amazing society. I was talking to a couple guys this morning, I was driving back to the airport, talking about how there's so much education out there, so many places for you to get free education things and learn in today's society, okay? Moreover, the world will never benefit from what you could have achieved. Well, man, I could have found the cure for cancer. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? So one of the biggest things is voice your ideas. Don't be afraid to fail, and certainly don't be afraid to succeed, everybody. It's okay to be vocal. And I'll get into some of the fears that go along with being vocal here at one of the later points, but just voice your ideas. Share them. Get out. Don't be embarrassed. Talk to the people that are successful in your industry, and oftentimes you'll find them the most approachable, okay? We lose this as adults. This is one so big thing. Us as kids, or if you're a parent out there, or you're an aunt, uncle, grandfather, grandmother, We push our kids to do anything they can. You could do anything you want to. As we get older, we lose that. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that at all. And it drives me bonkers. When somebody tells me I can't do something, it irritates me. This is why I always set large goals for myself that I'm working towards. And if I don't hit them, that's okay, but I'm sure as hell going to get close to them. All right? The only thing you guarantee by not trying is failure, said a very, very smart man. The only thing you guarantee by not trying is failure, everybody. So quit playing small ball. Go make something happen. Go take it to another level. Go, so say I want to buy one asset. Say I want to buy 10 assets. Instead of bidding on 3 assets, bid on 30 assets. You'll learn so much more about yourself. You'll also go to such bigger and higher levels so much faster by playing big instead of playing small. Okay? Give up your excuses. There's no excuses that work with us here, okay? If you have not read the last lecture, you are missing out on something. And this is a quote from Randy Pausch, who, if you've read the last lecture or watched it, if you've never watched the last lecture, go to YouTube and type in the last lecture and watch the hour and a half discussion that Randy Pausch gives. It is not about the cards you are dealt, but how you play the hand in life, everybody. I get so sick of excuses. I don't know about all of you, but I'm so tired of all the explanations of the bullshit, bull crap stuff that people give a reason why they can't do something. All right? Successful people know that they are responsible for their life, no matter their starting point, weaknesses, and past failures. We're all responsible for our lives, everybody, not somebody else. Okay? Realizing that you're entirely responsible for what happens next in your life is both frightening and exciting. Okay? However, it is the only way that you can reach the success because excuses prevent us from growing personally and professionally. Okay? Own your life. No one else will. If you're not happy with where you're at in life and you keep giving excuses of why, well, I got to get home to my son or I got to get home to my daughter, that's an excuse. I got to go do that. No, you don't. If you're not happy where you're at in life, take responsibility for it and do something today to change your future. So many people get stuck into this, oh, woe is me, or I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, and doggone it, people don't like me crap. Okay? We still live in the #1 country to go out and make things happen, to change things. All right? And one of my favorite quotes, I can't never accomplished anything. Change the I can't to I can. Get rid of the excuses and go make something happen. All right? Number 5, this is a big one. Give up the fixed mindset. So it's just excuses. Give up the fixed mindset. I guess you will often hear people talk about the whole outside-the-box kind of mentality thinking. But Robert Greene here says the future belongs to those who learn more skills and combine them in creative ways. Think about that. Future belongs to those who learn more skills and combine them in creative ways. The world is always evolving, everybody. And that's one thing that's constant. It's constant change, right, everybody? In a fixed mindset, people believe that their intelligence or talent are simply fixed traits and that talent alone creates success without effort. They are so wrong, all right? Moreover, successful people know this. They invest in an immense amount of time on a daily basis to develop a growth mindset, acquire new knowledge, learn new skills, and change their perceptions so they can benefit their lives. All right? Remember, who you are today is not whom you have to be tomorrow. And I don't care what age you are, if you're 35 or 25 or 55 or 65, if you want to take up cello, take up cello. If you want to do something different, go do something different. And I see this too many times, especially in the real estate world, where gurus get too stuck on doing something. Oh, that's the way we've done it. That's the way we've done it, and that's the way we're always going to do it. All right. Oh, I'm so good. Yeah, no, you're not so good. You've got to change what you do, and you have to realize change is going to happen. If you get bent out of shape that something changes, welcome to the party. Because you've heard this probably saying, if you're standing still, you're getting run over. If you're standing still, your competition is going to run you by. And I think it's one thing that we've always focused on is always trying to evolve. We've changed how our coaching is done. We've changed how we deliver content in our classes and trying to be always evolving and changing it and trying to avoid the fixed mindset. I've always tried to avoid, well, that's the way we've done it. It's not going to work. I try to avoid that. Steph has been pretty good about sharing with me. Well, why not? Well, the well's a hole in the ground, Scott. You're pulling water out of it. Let's fix it, okay? All of us are not near as good as we think we are, everybody. But the more flexible you are, the more tools you learn, the better you're going to be. And a great example of this is Hidden Figures, the movie Hidden Figures, out there talking about the female black mathematicians in NASA helping us get, Glenn up into space. It's a great movie, especially when the lady's going from being a computer to going and fixing the IBM machine. Great thing, evolving. Don't just sit there, I'm this, I'm stuck with this. I can change my way. I can change where I'm going to be at tomorrow. I'm in charge of my life. Because that's really what you all have to keep in mind, everybody, is you are solely in charge of who you are and who you become tomorrow. Okay? This is another thing. Give up believing in the magic bullet. I deal with this every day from people. All right? Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Emile Coué, he was a pharmacist and really revolutionized pharmacy with a lot of great things, but focused on getting better each day, not having success overnight, because there really is no overnight success. It's a total myth, okay? Total myth of overnight success, all right? Successful people know that making small, continuous improvements every day will be compounded over time and give them desired results. When I was a banker for J.P. Morgan Chase, I had a client, a Japanese man who ran a restaurant, and him and his wife slept every night on the floor in that restaurant. They didn't have a house, and their ultimate goal was to save enough to buy a house. And at the end of the night, after they mopped and swept, took the trash out, they had their grass mats they laid on and slept on that mat for 20 years. 20 years they slept on that mat, but saving a little bit each day, saving a little bit, to the point, 20 years they had to buy a house or the opportunity to buy another restaurant. What do? They bought another restaurant. So for another 7 years, they slept on those mats again while they ran 2 restaurants. Eventually, they bought a house much bigger than they ever did, and they also were multimillionaires because of the fact they saved a little bit each day. You don't become a millionaire overnight unless you do the lottery, but you also lose it overnight because you're not mentally focused, not mentally ready for the type of success. And we learn more from our failures than we do from our successes. And you will often see this happen. People that are overnight successes, they can't cope with failure. All right? But really, overnight, as I like to say, Damon John from the Shark Tank will say success for him, overnight success was a 15-year process. Okay? This is why you should plan for the future, but focus on the day that's ahead of you and improve a little bit each day. You guys won't compete with me on a daily basis. No offense to anybody, you're not going to buy the amount of notes we buy or do the amount of trains we do. All right? But you can get a little better. You can buy one more asset each day or hone your skills, or if you want to start teaching, teach a little bit different each day. You just have to realize it's a daily struggle, and all the successful people out there get that. They understand it. It's a day in, day out grind, getting a little bit better, honing your craft, getting your 10,000 hours of something to become an expert. Okay? There are definitely no magic bullets in the note business, everybody. You just have to make things better each and every day. Okay? Oh my gosh, this is one thing I think a lot of people, some women struggle with, some guys. Give up on your perfectionism. Okay? I love this quote by the Khan Academy, or this mantra by the Khan Academy. Shipping beats perfection. Getting something done and shipped out will beat sitting around and making sure everything's perfect. All right? You look at our phones. You guys are getting software updates every day, every week. The phone is by far not perfect, but it works. And they fix it with Revolution 2 or Revolution 3 or Revolution 4, version 4.1. I don't understand why more of us that struggle with perfectionism don't feel that way. I don't know if it's the fact that our parents held us to this level or the people our peers do, but nobody is perfect. You will never be perfect at what you do. And sometimes just getting it done is better than trying to get you. I mean, the most perfect phone will never make it to market because the competitors will put something out and fix it as they go and get it out there. They get it shipped out versus trying to solve the issues. Okay? Nothing will ever be perfect, no matter how much we try. Fear of failure or even fear of success often prevents us from taking action and putting our creation out there in the world. However, many opportunities will be lost if we wait for things to be right. Your perfectionism is costing you money. Your perfectionism is causing you to lose out on opportunities. So ship and then improve that by 1%. So ship it out and get better the next time. Ship it out and get it better the next time. Get that email out. You'll do the marketing piece better. Get that video film. You'll do better the next time. All right? You're not going to be you're not going to be Julia Roberts on screen. You're not going to be bad Brad Pitt on screen when you're doing videos or marketing. You just got to get it out and get a little better each time. Hone your skills. Hell, I script this up all the time. All right, everybody? Let's see here. Perfectionism. I teach my kids to strive for excellence, not perfection. Trying to be perfect is impossible and driving nuts. Excellence is achievable. Yes, I'm not going to name who just said that, but this is one thing that you are struggling with too, is your perfectionism. These are the questions we have. Perfectionism in the note business is trying to figure every little thing out in the front end. All right? You can't figure every little thing out. You can't be scared of every little thing because somebody's going to end up buying that asset in front of you. You've got to take action, get your basis, your 1, 2, 3 things down, get it done, and get it moved. You strive for greatness, yes, but greatness doesn't happen overnight either. First time I played football, I was not good. I got knocked out. First time I was playing basketball, playing baseball, I struck out. I got better each time. Every time when I buy a note now, it's a whole lot different than when I bought a note the first time. I get better and better, but I get the bids out and get done. All right. Here's another belief. Here's another falsity. Multitasking. Oh, multitasking makes you great. And multitasking was so big, 10, 15 years ago, you got to be able to multitask. Well, no, not really. Okay? Winston Churchill said, you will never reach your destination if you stop and throw stones at every dog that barks. You'll never get to where you're going if you stop and throw stones at every dog that barks. Okay? Successful people know this. This is why they choose one thing and then beat it into submission. No matter what, a business idea, a conversation, or a workout, they do it once and they beat it to submission. This is the whole thing that I like to talk about, the whole unfinished bridges, the theory of unfinished bridges. Finish one thing before you go into something else. All right? Being fully present and committed to one task is indispensable, and you will often find much more efficient and better at it, especially if you're a control freak perfectionist. If you're trying to do 3 things, you're never going to finish any one of them. So being fully present, committed to one task is indispensable. As I like to say, kill the shiny squirrels. Kill the shiny squirrel. You can't chase squirrels. You can't chase shiny object syndromes. And enough people in real estate do this every day, and they wonder why they're not successful. You got to be really focused on one thing and one thing only for the most part to be successful where you're at. If you're struggling with shiny object syndrome or shiny object squirrels, shiny squirrel syndrome, let me know. May have a surprise for you. Yes, you do love squirrels. You chase a lot of squirrels who just commented on that. No names need apply. All right? You chase a lot of freaking squirrels. Give up your need to control everything. All right? If you're a control freak, perfectionist, shiny object squirrel person, you're probably struggling a lot. You have to give up your need to control everything. All right? Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, said some things are up to us and some things are not up to us. Some things are up to us and some things are not up to us. And the minute you realize this, okay, you'll understand it and feel a whole lot better. Detach from the things you cannot control and focus on the ones you can. And know that sometimes the only thing you'll be able to monitor is your attitude towards something. Somebody likes to tell me, you may not be able to. The only thing we really truly control is control our emotions, how we act if something happens. If you can't control something, don't worry about it. All right? Can't control it. It's not your thing. No reason to waste energy and sit there stressing about something. Whoa, oh my gosh, the worst thing's going to freaking happen. No, it's not. Relax. Focus on what you can control, and that's the best thing you can do. when you're able to differentiate these 2 points, that's the most important thing. I think it's one of the biggest philosophy, one of the biggest changes in my business is that I can't control everything. I can't fix everything myself. Let me fix what I can and outsource what I can't fix. Outsource what I'm not good at. All right? You can't control everything. All right? Moreover, remember, nobody can be frustrated while saying bubbles in an angry voice. So if you stress, start saying bubbles. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. All right, everybody? Yes, somebody said in there, I gave up squirrels. I'm tired of chasing nuts. Yeah, sometimes, though, when you chase enough nuts, you become a nut. Sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're the nut, and sometimes you're not. But we all try to control everything. Everybody struggles with this from time to time. Just go with the flow sometimes. Hang 10. Chill out. Everything will work itself out, everybody. All right? 10. Give up saying yes to things that don't support your goals. All right? James Allen said, he who would accomplish little must sacrifice little. He who would achieve much must sacrifice much. He who would attain highly must sacrifice greatly. Think about that for a second. He who would accomplish little must sacrifice little. He who would achieve much must sacrifice much. He who would attain highly must sacrifice greatly. All right? Successful people know that to accomplish their goals, they will have to say no to tasks, activities, and demands from your friends, family, and colleagues. This means if you're really trying to be an entrepreneur, you're giving up the bowling night, you're turning the TV off. If you want to work out, if you want to get healthy, you turn the TV off and get your butt to the gym. You quit wasting time doing stuff below your pay grade and focus on the things that are going to make you money. So complain about your bills, you go out and make something that happens. Instead of spreading yourself thin doing 5 things, you focus on one sole thing, all right? And anything else that distracts you from your goal, you say goodbye to. Some of us are doing too many things, doing this, or drifting. If you've ever heard me talk about the Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill and Sharon Lichter. Sometimes it feels good to say no to things. I get bombarded weekly with things. Hey, do you want to do this deal or do that? No, I don't. I don't want to say yes. I had a guy today call me. Oh, you buy judgment liens? Well, tell you what. Why don't you email me, tell me exactly what you're looking for up in this neck of the woods? I'm like, you're not in the note business, are you? He goes, no. Then no offense, you and I won't be doing business. And he got kind of offended. I'm like, I'm not trying to be rude to you, sir. That's all I focus on. I don't need to focus on 12 different things. I don't need to focus on, I'm going to buy rehabs and REOs and lease options and all that other crap out there. I'm going to focus on one thing, and that's all I'm solely focused on. It's what's helped make me successful. You have to say no to things. All right? Quit saying yes to everybody and focus on yourself first and make things happen. On the short term, you might sacrifice a bit of instant gratification, but when your goals come to fruition, it will be worth it. Like, I'm going to put the beer down at night and actually go work out because I'm going to feel better wearing that skimpy little itty-bitty, teeny-weeny yellow polka dot bikini that I wore for the first time in 5 years instead of drinking the beer or the chocolate or the sandwich. I'm going to put that down, have a salad, momentary frustration, and move on. All right. Get rid of the distractions. Go the extra mile. I have a buddy who is trying to do a multitude of things. Changes coaches, changes things every week, and he's not changing his lifestyle. He's still getting distracted, still going and doing all the fun things every weekend he can. And that's the reason he's not having the type of success he's having. Okay? We had somebody come and talk about, I'm a wholesaler. I'm like, well, you're going to have a hard time being in the note business if you're still focused on wholesaling full time. You're running out taking phone calls when you should be in here focused on things. Okay? Get rid of the distractions. It'll take you the extra mile. And this is one thing. You guys have heard of the parental rule, where we make 80% of our money on probably 20% of activities. Well, if you were to take and focus 80% of your time on the one thing that you're making money on, you'll grow 400% faster. So if you spend 4 times the amount of time on the 20% that you're really making the most amount of money on, you'll grow a whole lot faster. You won't be distracted. The jack of all trades does not fly. You have to say no. Saying no means saying yes to success. We're going to need to write that down. Saying no often means saying yes to success. So we need to write that down, send to me. Okay? And I'm not trying to preach because I have made mistakes in the past. I have done things in the past, all right? Done a lot of things to goof up, and I've been side focused on things. Hey, I need to come back in. This doesn't work with what we're focused on. Bring it back. Bring it back and be straight. And I've always been a lot happier and a lot better quality of life when I've been focused on one thing, everybody. Okay? Give up the toxic people in your life. Sometimes this is going to be a little tougher. Jim Rohn likes to say you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So choose wisely. So take a second. Think about the 5 people you spend the most amount of time with. 5 people that are influencing your thought. 5 people that are influencing your words and what you hear and what you see. If those 5 people are online and negative, nothing but politics or crap, you're going to have toxic people. You got to give them up. Okay? People spend the most time with add up to whom you become, whom we become. All right? I know that I am who I am because I surround myself with good people, but I've had to get rid of some really bad people too. Really bad people, okay? There are less ambitious people, and there are more ambitious people than us. If you spend time with the ones that are less driven than you, your average will go down, and with it, your success. However, if you spend time with people more advanced than you, no matter how challenging that might be, you will be more successful. All right? So take a look around yourself and see if you need to make any changes. Sometimes, I hate to say, sometimes the people you need to get rid of are the people that are the closest to you. That happened to me in the past. Heck, if you know anything about my family, they're toxic. All right? And I just choose not to surround myself with those type of people. I would much rather hang out with my friends who are and extended note family who are positive and like-minded, and we push each other up and go hang out at Secret Knock with Greg and go to Aaron Young's event and hang out with great people there. I don't like toxic people. And you can either be great for me, but you're not going to be bad for me. I had a business partner who was horrible for 2 years, one of the most toxic people around. All right? And the minute that I got rid of them, the minute I removed the toxicity in my life, my business bloomed. My life bloomed. I was able to be myself and allow myself to grow. Because negativity, if you bring a plant into your office and sit there and yell at it and cuss at it every day, it will eventually wilt. But if you bring another plant in, you play music, you talk nice to it, it will grow. It's amazing how that happens. And a lot of us are like those plants. We have negative people around us, just negative around, and we become negative. All right? So why I'm very, very particular about my mastermind group. If somebody's negative and nasty, I will tell them, hey, this is not for you. I don't want you around. And then there's been times in the past when I was that toxic person. I remember when I was married and I was working at a Cirrus Logic here in town, I would come home. I hated my job. I come home just nasty and just irritable. And there's times I still get like that. I come home angry, and Steph bears the brunt of it sometimes. But I'm like, okay, I just got it better. You feed me, I'll be fine. Feed the bear, I'll be fine. And Steph takes a lot of the shit that nobody else takes. I don't think I'm toxic. I think I've been good. But I had people in my life that were just horrible. I couldn't do anything because it was always stressful being around those negative people. I didn't know what the hell I was walking into every day at the office at Cirrus Logic. I didn't know what I was walking to beforehand. And when you get rid of toxic people, life is just better. And for me, I had to get divorced. And I hate to say it, but, it was one of the best things that ever happened to me was being divorced. I hate to say it. This is another thing. Get rid of your need to be liked, okay? The only way to avoid pissing people off is to do nothing important, which leaves you with a choice. Whether you like it or not, where will you settle on this scale? It's a quote by Oliver Emberton. And I saw this, I was like, this is so great. The only way to avoid pissing people off is to do nothing important. And I know I pissed some people off on the Monday notes. I know I pissed people off today off my emails on a thing that LinkedIn goofed up on. I know I pissed people off when I sent out 50 shades of gray. I don't give a rat's ass. Okay? Trying to do something big here. All right? I don't need to be liked. And this is great. You have to think of yourself as a market niche, an acquired taste, okay? There will be many people that like that niche, but there will be individuals out there who do not. And no matter what you do, you will not be able to make an entire market like you. You will never have 100% of people love you, okay? This is entirely natural. There's no need to do anything to justify yourself, okay? No need to say, oh, what's wrong with me? Why don't they like me? Who gives a crap, okay? The only thing you can do is continue to being authentic. Be yourself. And know that growing number of haters means that you're doing important things. Whenever I hear people bash me or bash a training or things like that and some stuff, I laugh because I don't need to be liked. I know I'm not everybody's favorite. It just means that they're probably peanut butter jealous. They're peanut butter jealous. Peanut butter jelly. All right? My buddy, this is one of the best things I think Greg Reed has ever told me and taught me. It's the 33-33-33 rule. And I try to tell people this. Out of 100 people out there, 33 are going to love you, and 33% of people are going to hate you, no matter what you do. Okay? So what you have to focus on is the 33 people that like you, that are in your niche, and then the middle 33 that are on the fence that don't know any better. Okay? So don't be afraid of posting an email or posting a video and somebody's going to say something negative. Kick them out. Unsubscribe them. Block them. Your life will be so much better when you focus on just being yourself and being happy in your skin. I don't care what your weight is. Be happy in you. Nobody's ever going to like you. Okay? I'm always going to be a big guy. I like who I am. All right? And we're going to be healthier. I'm loud. I'm rambunctious. I'm goofy. All right? I don't care. I don't need to be liked by everybody. And if you guys can do the same thing, you'll be a lot happier off in life. Okay? Cody Cox says something really good. Just like when someone unsubscribes to my email, room for another one. That's so good. Exactly. Going back to the toxic people, getting rid of the stinking thinking. You know, if you don't need if people have stinking thinking, you don't need them to like you. Be gone. All right. 13. This one is very, very prevalent. Give up your dependency on the social media and television. Okay? Your trouble is you think you have time by Buddha. You don't have all the time in the world. All right? Impulsive web browsing and television watching is a disease of today's society. And I've been notoriously for watching TV in the past a little bit too much. Okay? I think a lot of us watch TV or spend time on our phones more so versus communicating with our spouses, our kids, our loved one. Okay? I've been very good, and Steph has also been really good. We've got laminated photos, laminated goal sheets by the TV. Mine says, if you got time to lean, you got time to get lean. Steph's got an amazing, one of my favorite pictures over there, a cruise ship, the date on the calendar. And, you know, turn the TV off. So if I do want to watch TV, I got to take my happy butt to the gym to watch it there for an hour or two. But there's so much negative stuff on Facebook. All right? There's so much negative stuff on social media. But there's good stuff. Don't get me wrong, there's good stuff. But if you spend time just focused on diving and you have to read everything on Facebook, you become toxic. Those two things, television and social media, should never be an escape from your life or your goals. Okay? Unless your goals depend on either, you should minimize or eliminate your dependency on them. Moreover, direct that time towards things that can enrich your life. Like I just told Steph, get rid of the cable. We'll be fine. We'll do Netflix or we'll read or drink more wine. I spend less time following up people. Yes, I do a lot of marketing on social media. I will not say I don't do that. But I am not spending time getting into fights or stupid crap with negative people and toxic people on social media. It is an outlet for stupid people to talk. And when I see stupid people saying stupid stuff and being ignorant and saying things they would never say to my face, you know what? There's a little thing called block or unsubscribe. It's okay. Somebody who was on here tonight had somebody say something negative about their post. I would just unblock that guy. Screw that guy. A lot of people are idiots. We have a lot of idiots running around out there, everybody. Okay? Question, comments here. Okay? Next, exactly right. Next. Yeah, that's right. That's listening on here. All right, good. But get rid of your dependency on the social media and television. You know what? No offense, Facebook doesn't count as news. And CNN and Fox, they don't count as news. You've got to take a little bit from both sides and make your own opinions. And that's what's so bad today in today's market. It's so much negative stuff. The toxic people sometimes just the toxic channels. All right? I remember when I was getting ready to sell everything, I had cable turned off in my house for about 6 months. I'd come home and I would put on Cinderella Man, the story about J.J. Braddock, all right? Russell Crowe, my favorite actors. I would put it on every night and I'd work on stuff. Boom, I'd internet bam, I'd work on stuff, I'd read stuff, I'd watch that movie. And even though I didn't have a lot of success in some cases, I would have success every day. It helped me remove, because I had the negativity removed from my life. And I think a lot of us have to focus on that too. Okay? Exactly. Oh, so yes, exactly right. Negative people will project on you because you don't share their information, but they'll project on you, and that toxicity just, exactly right. Yes, Nadia, this is being recorded. And you know what, everybody? I have already uploaded the slides for you online, okay? All right, and I've already got these uploaded online because I know many of you wanted to use this and would have this. And my final thought for this evening before I take questions on anything is this. My final thought is pretty simple. In this life, if you want to accomplish something truly amazing, you have to work harder and be that better version of you. You have to work harder. You have to get your ass out of bed in the morning when you don't want to. You have to quit playing around and wasting time, and you have to start doing things. Because if you're not happy with your life, you have nobody to blame except yourself. Period. If you're not having the type of success you want, it's your fault. Put down the weed. Put down the drink. Put down going and doing stuff that doesn't make sense towards your ultimate goal. Quit focusing on 20 different things. Quit being a shiny object squirrel chaser and focus on one thing. Because if you really want to do something amazing, you're going to focus on that one thing, and that's it. You're going to get rid of the distraction, get rid of the things that will suck you away. You'll get rid of the devil's hands, I guess is what my father would say, that will take away your driven work ethic to make things better. All right? If you want, in this life, you want to accomplish something truly amazing, you have to work harder and be that better version of you, everybody. Okay? Now, if you want to get the slides, really easy. Just go to slideshare.net and look for Scott A. Carson. So slideshare.net, Scott A. Carson. And that'll take you there. Go ahead and subscribe. Every time I upload the slides to that, you'll be able, every time I upload the presentations to that, you'll be notified of that. You can follow me, download that there. That's my profile there, and you'll see 13 things that you need to give up to be successful. The 37 slides there for you to use. I don't care if you use them. You know, I borrowed it from somebody else, so I just tweaked it a few things, add a few of my own things to it, and try to make things better there, okay? Let's see here. Oh, hey, bud. Awesome. You haven't having a drink or smoked in weeks. That's great, man. I wasn't talking about you, but, hey, that's awesome. Congrats. All right? Good stuff. I'm sure you find yourself being more productive, getting more things done. Can we agree to that? Good. Dan, and ask and answer. Thanks. You're welcome, buddy. Okay? Bill says here, many times others' negativity is more a reflection of them than it is of you. Often it has nothing to do with you. You're so right, Bill. Misery loves company, right? Misery absolutely loves company a lot of times, and so they just like project. They have a dark hole they will bring yourself them. They want to bring you into that negativity because they're jealous of how you feel. Okay, they just sometimes they're just shitty people being shitty people. Pardon my French, but it is that way a lot of the time. Any other questions, comments from you guys? You're right. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate you as well. Thank you, Sid. Thank you, everybody. Well, guys, if you'd like I said before, we've got Note Camp coming up in just under 52 days. You can go to notecamp.live to get signed up for that. Also, we have 2 seats left for our next month's Fast Track, the 24th, 25th, and 26th of March. And I'm excited. Yeah, 52 days and counting. Notecamp.live will reroute you to the right website there for you. Anytime, mahalo and aloha from Hawaii. Yeah, guys and gals, go out. Maybe you just need to go out and find your desert island, find the beach, find your palm tree to make things happen. I know I'm really excited here. We're working towards going on a cruise here in just about 60 days, 7-day cruise out of Puerto Rico. I'm so looking forward to it. Going out and hitting some great, amazing places, new countries I've never been to, and so it's going to be fun for that. Then we go to the Dominican Republic about a month and a half later to some things, and so if you really want to do some of the things, work hard. So I'm busting my butt to make some things happen. So I look good in the hammock, laying on a hammock in the sun, letting the palm trees wave and rock it all out. So hopefully it's been helpful, everybody. Go make something happen. Thank you, Roy. Glad you enjoyed it. Thank you, Barry. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks, Sid. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, everybody, for taking part tonight. And go out and make something happen, guys. Live your dreams, because only you can make your life happen. See you guys later at the top.